Hi everybody, Kat here, and my husband, Mr. Fruity, and this is like take 5, but anyway, we are headed out to Logandale, a little place nearby Vegas, and they have a fair every year, and kind of want to get out there and see. I personally like to go out and see the exhibit halls where they have photography. We used to, when we were teaching photography to teens, we used to have them exhibit a lot of their photographs out there. So we like to see a lot of the up-and-coming younger people exhibiting their things out there, and then the people who are the weekend warriors who do it, you know, for a hobby and stuff. These people really have some wonderful talents. And then I like to see all the ladies work out there, or I don't know if there's any gentlemen who quilt, but whoever quilts, you know, they've got them out there, and it's just such beautiful work. I love to see that. And then they have like a flower show, and then they have all their baked goods and jams and jellies and all that stuff. I just like that portion of the fair where it's like a visual look at not only the community coming together, but it gives me a really great feeling to see people who are growing themselves and actively pursuing something that's in their interest. I love to see that. What's your favorite part of going to the fair?
The midway.
Oh, he likes like the fun house type rides and stuff like that. I think that's what the kids like too. That, and sometimes the foods are really interesting, and you know, sometimes it's like it's not really that great, you know, but it's just, what's nice is that there's usually a lot to choose from, so you can always find something that fits in within wherever you're at. So anyway, I'm glad you can come along. Just wanted to show you our day and see what we're doing. Oh boy, see everything up there. We are at the very top, and I have a thing about heights, but it's all good. Isaiah, is it all good?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I guess it is. Run, Isaiah.
Wiggler.
All right, so we are now on the way home. We had a really good time. Wore the kids out. They had a really wonderful time. Sorry about the shaking. And it was just really nice. It started raining on us. I think there weren't a whole lot of people at the fair because it's raining so much in Vegas. Everybody figured it was out at the fair, which is like an hour away. And so it wasn't that crowded, was it?
No, but they started showing up.
Yeah, they did after a while, and then it started raining just right before we left, so we thought we'd call it a day. And once the kids start getting kind of crabby, it's time to move on. So it's kind of nice now, and the kids are watching a video from the library, which is Super Friends. I don't know if you remember this.
I like it.
You like it? Oh, cool. Isaiah didn't like it at first. He said it was boring. But we used to watch it. Was it the 70s?
Yeah.
70s. When we were kids, we'd watch this on Saturday morning. Was that when it came on?
That's when I saw it.
Oh, it was one of the I thought, more boring cartoons because I was a girl, I think. But then it really wasn't my flavor. I don't know. And then it became, because there was like you didn't want to let the last bit of cartoons go on that day. You're just like, please just give me a cartoon, even if it's like a commercial. I'll watch a public service announcement about, what to eat your fruits and veggies, as long as it's a cartoon. Yeah, I like it. And but one thing that we were talking about is we noticed in the Super Friends, if you're familiar with it, Wonder Woman had the see-through airplane, right? And she always used to go off with, it was Batman, right? Batman didn't have Robin? Where was Robin?
They probably ditched him.
She went off with somebody. I think it was Batman. They always used to be like, oh yeah, we'll be paired off. We'll be paired off. We'll see y'all later. And then they'd skedaddle. Yeah, we're finding the bad guy. And everybody would go off on their own way. And Superman used to fly, so he wasn't invited into the airplane. But I guess since Wonder Woman and Batman both didn't fly, it was very convenient for them to go off on their own. So, but anyway, for some reason, I always had a crush on Aquaman. I guess I thought he was. Well, I don't want to say crush, but I thought he was the coolest. I thought he was cool because he could breathe underwater, right? And I always told my husband that he reminded me of Aquaman. But yeah, and he went off by himself. I just always thought it was really neat to be able to be the super person underwater. Everybody else would, but he didn't really do too much, did he? What did he do to catch the bad guy? He'd only catch the bad guys if they were in the water, I guess,
Shoot him
right?
with his water pistol.
I don't actually remember him ever catching a bad guy, to tell you the truth. I don't know. I'll have to watch some of those episodes again. And then the people who were irritating were, do you remember their names? The Wonder Twins.
Oh yeah, they didn't come along till
Marvin and
Wendy.
Marvin and Wendy. And they had an irritating little, was it a dog?
A monkey, I think.
Oh, I think it was a monkey. And they used to turn into different things. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, you should check it out. It's kind of worth watching now. It's very, I think my favorite episode was when they fought Mr. and Mrs. Mole, the mole people. Do you remember them?
Mm-hmm.
They were just kind of, it's kind of funny looking. But anyway, when we were at the fair, I wanted to say, I think that, the kids got to, there are large animal areas and small animal areas where 4-H kids are encouraged. They bring up an animal and they care for their animal, and they bring them here to, it's like a competition exhibit, I guess, to show them how well they cared for the animal. And, I was thinking about that, and I'm like, I don't know, what vegans think of that kind of thing, but for me, I didn't see anything wrong with it at all. I mean, I really feel like, my kids were really gentle with them. They got to actually touch some beautiful animals that I think are probably the most well cared for that I've ever seen, and the most loved, by these children. And it was just really neat to see that there is such pride in respect and taking care of their animals. And my kids got to enjoy them and be real gentle with them, and got to be personable with them, because I'm thinking, how can people tell children to respect animals, and if they never meet them, and how can you tell them to love an animal if they don't know what an animal really is, except for in a picture book? But to have that touch and to be able to look in their eyes and to be able to love them and feel that, and that exchange between them, something happens. And it certainly, was happening between our kids. Don't you think? I mean, it was an extremely valuable experience for them.
Yeah, you could see a real soft side come out of each of them.
Yeah, for the animal
being
itself.
gentle with them.
Right. How do you teach them to be gentle and loving and caring if they never actually see them? So
seeing the babies with the mommy.
Yeah, and seeing them in a setting that is more of a natural one. There was a large sow, and she had a lot of little babies, and they were all super clean and well cared for, and obviously they were very content. They weren't agitated at all. It was obviously that the people who were raising these animals really did, they respected them, and just everything about them. So anyway, I think that was just a really valuable experience, and I think that there is a place for that for sure, for teaching children, and I think that there has to be a connection there, because without that connection, there's the learning experience is severely lacking, in teaching them things. If you want to teach them about the earth, then you need to show them. You need to show them it, and they need to experience it. So anyway, my 2 cents. We had a wonderful time, and I just want to say thanks for coming along. All right, you want to say bye, honey?
Bye, honey.
Bye. We'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hey, everybody. Kat here. And Mr. Fruity, my husband. And my husband. Anybody my husband?
Redo.